celebrating. For those who decide to accuse me of not wishing them happy Salah, and as such, they are going to take a revenge. I think they actually did. So, but that doesn't take away the joy of the moment. There's so
Yeah.
much lessons to learn, a lot to reflect about, and overall, you know, a spiritual call. That's the significance of the season. If you look at that sacrifice, that symbolic act, by Abraham. I mean, it never really gets old. It never
Yeah.
gets out of place at all. When that happens, especially to see that practicalized, you know, through the slaughtering of the ram. I mean, that's something that never ages.
Yeah.
For every time that happens, it speaks a lot. It speaks a lot. And I was in that Inkoa. I could not believe my eyes. I went to get something around the mini mart there, and the the volume of skin that I saw, the ram skin, um, I was marveled. I was marveled, and indeed, it showed that people went full throttle in celebrating and in offering the sacrifice as it is. And
Yeah.
so the remnant now is that skin for economic purpose, for economic reason, and
Okpamo.
of course,
Yeah.
something has to give. If you're going to eat it, the more you pay for it.
Yeah.
Um, but it's nice. It's nice to have seen that people, had a good time.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's double celebration, and we're so happy that it is coming to an end. Today, I had to. By the way, shout out to Biggie One of Jos, the only celebrity driver in Jos. Biggie for many many years. I think that he's one of the persons that will really, or has given himself for to really see that peace returns, because every Salah he invites I would say most of his Christian friends to Angorogo, to his home there, and we go, we just sit, we eat, we relax, and we just have fun. And for me, the more we build this kind of relationships, the more peaceful our society will become. So it's personal sacrifices. It's not. I've seen statement from the traditional statement from leaders, saying that we're preaching peace, what have you. But we need to practicalize it ourselves, because if we want a good society, it behoves on us to be able to build one for ourselves. What other stories?
Well, uh, the president yesterday spoke in Lagos. Um, he was answering two questions majorly, and then, okay, the first question had to do with his reflection on, you know, the Eid celebration. He spoke on that, largely his spiritual commentaries, and then secondly, he spoke about insecurity. And unfortunately, I couldn't see the face of whoever asked him that question, but I do feel that he was a hero by virtue of the question he threw at Mr. President, and because uh, even the people surrounding him weren't wanting to budge, they didn't want to leave him to ask the question. They were just after making the president move after one question, and the fellow just asked, about the insecurity, and um, disappointingly, the president said the things that he said, saying that it is a matter of law, spiritually. No religion preaches banditry or permits banditry. No religion permits, killing other people, and that was why a child was, replaced by a ram. I mean, those peripheral comments just didn't address the issue at all. And I've been thinking, honestly, whether it is a matter of lack of ideas to handle this challenge of insecurity, or it is the fact that the presidency itself or leaders at all generally do not care. Because largely Nigerians feel that government is so nonchalant about this. But how about the reality that they may well not have the solutions to the problems, despite the volume of resources that they command and control? I mean, this is something I've had to ponder about, and my thought pattern was largely engineered by the reaction of Bayo Onanuga to the AI video of VDM. That's what is known as, to the effect that he had a chat with the president or voice note on WhatsApp and what have you. And Bayo Onanuga couldn't even dictate a deep fake from the voice of his principal. And you can imagine, with the kind of office he occupies, with the kind of people that he works with, he could not in any way, shape or form be able to say that, okay, this is just a fake. And he went out, guns are blazing, saying that the guy had to face the full weight of the law. In this age of technology, in this time of technology, when your senior special advisor, information and strategy, you should be able to verify things before you say. So it's like people are just there catching fun and not necessarily knowing what to do. But it could be further from the truth anyway.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why I left social media many years ago is that truth is becoming gradually elusive, because people, what they see on screens, people will tend to believe it 100%. And Bayo Onanuga has fallen into that trap. And it just, shows how more complicated the world is becoming with technology. A lot of people who I spoke with yesterday, their initial reaction was that VDM, has got into trouble and, what have you. But when I go home last night, I sat back, with the tools that, I have on especially the internet. I did a thorough fact check of that video and realized that it was indeed, AI generated. VDM was responding to one lady, and then someone somewhere just took the video. So it shows that it's the more people are on social media, the more you keep finding these things. And the shocking part is that it is information that you need to make decisions. So the tricky part is that what if all of your life you've been getting wrong information about things and issues facing society? Obviously, the conclusion is that you're not going to make any wise decision, because you don't have the right information, to take a decision. So that is how tricky, it gets. So for users of social media, and especially young people, be very, very careful, because truth as it is becoming more and more elusive because of the internet, or the Internet of Things, as we call it. Yeah, well, what other stories before we introduce our guests?
Yeah, the primary elections, I don't think that we're going to get over these things. So what's telling is perhaps there would still be legal fireworks at the end of the elections in January. I don't know. In Benue State, the other aspirant who contested with, the Reverend Father there is crying foul in Lagos. One of the daughters of the president is saying that the primaries in Lagos were not free and fair. She's addressing the press. The ADC still having their own issues, with Atiku even having to visit his closest contender, Rotimi Amechi, who lost, just to be able to unite themselves and get past this whole hurdle. So it's been one thing after the other. In Plateau State, the same thing. And it's not restricted to just one party. The APC, the ADC, well, the NDC is yet to conduct its primaries, and so we'll just wait to see how differently they're able to do things. But I do feel that if the political class cannot organize themselves, where is the hope for Nigeria and Nigerians in terms of how to even give a credible election at the end of all of these things? And the whole conversation about being divided, the opposition being divided, continues to fester and what have you. But I do feel that Nigerians deserve the right of choice. They deserve to choose whoever it is they want. And whoever it is they want, at the end of the day, if the person wins, that's the essence of this whole exercise. But, how do we get a guarantee that if we decide to choose the most stupid of Nigerians to lead us, that person is going to have the privilege of, occupying the public office they've been elected? So I think we should do better. And the political class, I'm just waiting for that day when somebody summons the courage to say, look, guys, as a ruling class, we have to be sincere, and we have to. Otherwise, one wonders where we head to in the next couple of decades from now. Um, well, there are optimists that continue to say Nigeria would survive even after us. But I'm waiting to see the kind of Nigeria that is bequeathed to the generation after now.
Yeah, well, we have a guest. We have Mr. Samuel Gyang Tomorrow, Governor Mutfwang will be 3 years in office. He took oath of office 29th of May 2023. For the 3 years that Governor Mutfwang has served as governor of Plateau State, will you say he has achieved his campaign promises? Has he achieved what he has set out to achieve? We have someone here that will help us to understand the issues. Mr. Samuel Gyang is here with us. Thank you for coming and good evening.
Good evening, Pansak. Thank you so much. Gilbert, good evening.
Yeah, it's
Good
good to see
evening, Plateau State.
It's good to see you, sir.
Same here. Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you campaigned vigorously for Governor Mutfwang, Barrister Caleb Mutfwang, at the time. 3 years in this administration, will you say that he's on track to fulfill his campaign promises? That is, after the end of his tenure, after the 4 years, single term?
Very, very well, Pansak. I think it's just because you are a journalist, you cannot help me. You cannot help me say it to the public and to the people of Plateau State.
And that's why you are here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but right, even a blind person can attest to that, because we had a governor that one thing with politics, you cannot achieve all those things in 4 years, but he has done extremely well to an extent that the people still find him deemed fit to go ahead and complete it in the next 4 years again. By God's grace, January, the people of Plateau State will trust him with the mandate again, and which I so
You're
much
optimistic that
very, very
the
optimistic.
people will renew
very,
his own.
in fact, very, very
All right, yeah.
high hope. You understand, because we had a very good governor that he has the interests of the humanity first, and someone that we know that he believes in law and order, in terms of ensuring that there is no. He doesn't believe in a party system, but he believes in the credibility.
What do you mean
can
by saying
offer.
he doesn't believe in a party system?
Like, he's a governor now. He's not for APC. He's not for ADC.
Oh, right,
he's
yeah,
not
I
for this.
understand.
You
I
understand?
yeah.
His concentration is all about governance.
Right.
You understand? He's a governor that whatever some things are pinpoint, he wants black and white, in the sense that whatever things are not going on fair, he wants you to say it out, because you are helping the government. This thing that I'm saying it like a person that I know and I understand him very well. He doesn't want this sugarcoating kind of and psychophant kind of things. You understand? So he wants a situation whereby things are going on wrong. If you cannot access him directly, there are people, there are commissioners, there are advisors, there are other people. And quite enough that if we want to achieve, want somebody being elected in the office, if you want to achieve, if somebody is in agency, somebody is in a commissioner, somebody is SA,
Yeah.
it is a responsibility of you as a person, if you want it to be achieved, is to pass the information through somebody that you know that is close. If you cannot access him immediately, it's help. And it's the kind of person that, okay, you take drastic action immediately when such kind of ideas and concepts are there. You are in governance. Sometimes not everything that
Right,
sometimes it blindfolds someone.
Even life.
Yes, and a lot of people that have been blindfolded, they are the ones who begin to tell you things that you want to hear. You understand? So, but he's a kind of person that, based on my own personal contact and notion, a kind of mentoring that is mentoring, I've had encounter with him quite a number of time. But he always tells us that let us do the right thing, because we are young people. You understand?
Yeah,
We are
that's
young
true.
people, so that we can able to take this state to the greater height, instead of us looking at each other. This one is not from this party, this one is not. We are all Platonians. When they wrote and everything that is functioning in
affects
this state,
Plateau.
it doesn't speak that whether you speak Hausa or you speak English, you speak who, everybody benefit from it. And that is the number one thing that needs to help us in Plateau. And he is ready to do that. And he's doing that for us. And one thing again that I want to add, the second thing I want to add there is that it's quite devastating that sometimes when you are leading, and people must be bold enough to tell you some certain things that are supposed to be handled over. You understand? Like, taken care of.
Yeah.
Not that everything it is well. You know,
Yeah, just hold on your thought there. On this, it is well. Talk to us about his own appointees and how he has been able to, in your own opinion, deal with the issue of psychopathy. Because one thing that is very, very natural is that people here find it difficult to speak truth to the boss. But a mentor of mine, told me that if you want your boss to succeed, if you see him failing, don't be a yes man, because your boss will tag you, there are some critical decisions that he's not going to involve you. But talk to us about the appointees of Governor Caleb Mutfwang, and do you think they've been able to carry the vision of the time is now and administer it to the people of Plateau?
You cannot generalize it. There are some that have gotten it even up to 100%. And there are some that are battling. You understand? That is the sincere
But why not sack them?
truth
Why
of
not,
it.
just
You understand?
tell those ones who
But
are
you know
not
that
serving.
it's not about sack. You understand? In governance is like schooling. When you begin to continue sack. You sack to an extent that you come and sack the whole Plateau. You understand? So I believe so much that he is talking to them. That's why virtually all of them are picking up.
Right.
So when you sit down here, I'm an appointee. If I cannot sit down and tell my own principal, tell him what it's supposed to be done, you understand, because I'm scared to be sacked, I will not remain there forever.
Absolutely.
That's one good thing, you understand. I keep telling you, anytime I'm here, anytime even I'm working with my friends, I say, I may wake up even maybe out of this station and hear that Pharmacist Sam, you are no longer a secretary of local government, and I will so much appreciate, because you know why, they have given me an opportunity to serve. You understand? I've served, I've done my own part. You understand? So it's not everything that if your principal want to hear, you just tell him what you want to hear. No. It's better for him to get angry with you with certain things done, so that tomorrow, if you are not there, they will know, they will understand and see your value. Because you want what? If your principal succeed, I succeed.
Yeah.
That is why you see me, whatever I'm doing. If my principal, Barrister JK, succeed, I succeed. Same thing with our own captain. That is the captain of the ship. You know, you must have captain on board. You must have engineer. You must have all board upon the ship. Those builders. You must have in different departments upon the ship. So we are like other department in the ship, and the captain is there. You understand? Once the ship is faulty, definitely communication between the engineer and the captain is also there.
Right.
You understand? So for us, it's for us to filter things. You know, if somebody is telling you nonsense, out of the nonsense, there is sense in it. And sometimes, because of the economy hardship, that is why you see all this. You don't expect. It's not good for politicians, for us. It's not a sweet thing. For me,
Right.
like people coming to your house, or people asking you 5,000. For how long will you continue to give 5,000, 20,000, and
Yeah.
how long? It's better you filter these youths. Look at those that are they are into the little petty business and the rest of it. You set up a committee that will follow them and ensure that they did not use that money for luxury and the rest of it.
Right.
You understand? Because you cannot give everybody job. You cannot give job to everybody. You look at even this Plateau Hotel and Hill Station Hotel. We have been clamoring for that, but you look at the job that is going on there. In fact, even you are an enemy of Plateau, if you pass there, you say, His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang, you are doing well. Because that place has changed the narrative. Even when the hotel was there, it was not built like, in fact, the shaping and everything, if you look at what is going there in these two places, it's superb.
Yeah. Let's talk about the foreign partnerships that Governor Mutfwang has enjoyed, because it's obvious that at some point in time, even the opposition, one thing they brought against the administration of Governor Mutfwang was that most of the project he's doing counterpart, funded. But for me, I thought it out. I said, I think it's better for someone to go and even get the counterpart funding and the work is ongoing, than for someone who we don't understand if we have any opportunity outside, everywhere there's no information. So I don't you think it's better? At least we're seeing that there's this counterpart funding, there's commitment from the state government, which people are not talking about that.
Posak, one good thing. It's only people that they need to ask more and understand about governance. You cannot succeed as government without private sector drive. Let me tell you, that's the plain truth.
Right.
And that means that the level of exposure of this governor is too much. Because even Lagos, developing Lagos today, all these island and whatever, and all those places you see in Lagos, is private sector driving.
Right.
You understand? So how could we look at the Mado tourists in Tudwada? Let me tell you something. If you allowed me, if I give it to private sector to handle over that place, if the state government will have 50% or 40% of its revenue, you understand, and the private sector will take 60%. Calculate the number of employment that will be there, and calculate the number of a kind of a relaxation and tourist people that will be coming to such kind of places. But you left everything, and this same governor looking at it that, okay, our resources, we need those monies that are coming, whether from a World Health Organization, whether from World Bank, whether from Bank of Agriculture, whether from Mortgage Bank, you understand, they were planned and meant for these kind of things. It is governors that is the governor and a leader that understands the benefit of all those things. He's not trying to mortgage the states. He's trying to bring people to feel attraction that, yes, what people think about Plateau is not what they are thinking about. Look at the tourism. The tourism have done extremely well. I told you the last time that my elder brother Chuang has done well, in the sense that even the Christmas time, you look at the Christmas moment before the Christmas, some of this artificial setting of the thing, it was
not artificial, natural setting.
Okay, natural setting.
Well, on a lighter note there.
Yes, yeah. It's sweet, you understand. But for me, what we need is private sector to invest more in this. And if he can do that without the private sector putting more resources, it means that when the private sector are there and he added with his knowledge and expansion, I think we'll go somewhere. You understand? So for me, even roads, you can engage private sector. Even ICT, you can engage private sector. The ICT of the youth, involve private sector, you succeed. Whatever you are giving it to states, like independently to government, it's difficult to be handled. Let's tell ourselves the truth. People handle it because it's not my own, it's for government. What thing concern me? I don't give a damn. I'm waiting for my salary to reach. It's just like your workers. If you are a private business, you are doing your private business. They don't care. They just count months. Let the month ends. Then they'll begin to say that their salary. You understand? So definitely that is the same with a state government, nonchalant attitude. If you give it to somebody, maybe falling of this place, ensuring that this place, the grasses are being cut, you see nothing will take care of there. So for me, I believe if you don't know much about private sector, it's not that. What about others? If others were using the private sector, we would have been somewhere by now.
Well, let's talk about the road construction, because the information we're getting from the government circle is that the governor has constructed roads what over hundreds of kilometers across the state. Would you like to talk to us about that? I mean, the recent one that I do know is the construction of the Basa-Buyo-Binchin Road, and that is over 30 kilometers. Would you like to talk to us about road construction, and then Gilbert will take.
He's doing well in road construction, and it's not that he has stopped the issue of road construction in terms of other places. If something have not touched you directly, you will not stop people from crying. And if people are voicing out, they have not touched our place, they walk on the 100 kilometers road or over 100 kilometers road, where and how, you understand? Definitely somebody that maybe it has not touched his own jurisdiction, you understand? For us, all these roads that you are seeing, even the city center, you look at, if you calculate it, it's quite a number of kilometers. Apart from that, there are other communities, even the Basa one, even the Miango road, even the Jos East, the road to Shere, that is the headquarters of Jos East, is ongoing. And there are so many roads that we know that even the Gero road is about to take off. I know whether they have taken off it.
Gero Zingel.
Yes.
Okay.
All those roads, it was a deputy governor that went there to ensure that the commissioning of to start all this kind of road. Because if you expand this kind of thing, he knows that the private sector that people are saying that is a counterpart, whatever, they will be okay because they know that economy activities will boost up in the states.
Yeah.
Even the expansion of the state, the place will not be jam-packed. You know, if the city center is jammed, people will not be okay.
Yeah.
So I believe so much that, yes, I cannot say that he has done 100% in the road.
Yeah.
And that is why we are feeling that we're appealing to the people of Plateau State to remain calm and give him the second time to complete all those things.
Yeah.
Look at whatever you are doing. If you get 8 years, 8 years is not 8 days. And now, today, by tomorrow, by God's grace, he will be 3 years in office.
Years.
So 3 years in office, if you calculate what he has done, the 3 years is not even 3 years. Let me tell you something. When he was battling for that 1 year, the 1 year completely, it was a legal battle.
Yeah.
But the smooth 2 years, the smooth road is 2 years. Let me be frank with you. I know some people may agree and may disagree with it, because then that complete 1 year was a serious litigation and kind of serious litigation battle. So it wasn't easy. So for me, I'm calculating as if this governor is only 2 years he spent to do all this job.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Gilbert.
You spoke about ICT or tech and then youth engagement and what have you. That's an area that I would really like for you to speak a bit more about, because you're a young person. There are other young people like you.
Yeah.
But in terms of those who are not privileged to serve within the corridors of power as it is, do you feel that they have had good enough opportunities in the last 3 years to express themselves, to harness their full potential?
Yeah, not completely 100%. That's the truth. And that's why we say that the government has not stopped. And that's why we still have even the 4 years, we still have 1 year. You understand? If you look at the economy and agricultural activities that was going on, you know, anything that you are starting from the beginning, there must be some errors. Some of these small errors, you amend them. And that is why you see what happened the last time, and youth are complaining about the back farm something. You understand? Definitely, the youth need to be patient. I'm a young person. If I mention this, some youth will feel that because you have a privilege to be within the cover of a government, that's why you are saying all those things. But at times, they have voiced their challenges, they have said their challenges, they should remain calm and see, look at it, how this year will be. You understand? So, I am not a kind of person that condemn others when they are agitating. But we try to give Avenue an opportunity that, okay, how do we present our challenges? How do we submit to the governor? He won't know everything by like trying to say it on the social media. Organize it, make it in the way that yes, you have a interaction. Since there's a channel between the governor and the youth. So this kind of technologies, this kind of empowerment through agriculture, I think is a very good initiative. And secondly, the issue of ICT. The ICT is one of the cardinal and key things. If you have a very good ICT, you must not be working directly to the government, except you'll be creating more opportunity and revenue to the government. You look at, I have one of my friends, Chief Kope, A plus, that is a hub here close to his station. He's a young person, but when you go to any of his branch, you will know that yes, such kind of people, if they have the opportunity, they can explore more than the way you think. If you go there, you look at what this guy is doing. This guy is doing well. That's the truth. He's doing well. His training is always, his thought is that try to build up the youth, try to give them the hope. When we went for one of his program, he would train the youth, try to engage leaders from different positions to pay for their registration of their CAC registration. And some, you know that most of the small scale, medium businesses, if you don't have CAC, government, you cannot access anything. But when you have a CAC, somebody that is doing that, he's doing that in fact, every 6 months, like every year, he's graduating. Even the CAC director, they have a direct link that such kind of training.
Is he backed by government? Has government come in?
Most of the government agencies, some of them are patronizing him. That is the plain truth. But we need more because it's a plateau chap, and it's a young guy from Panshin that I know him in person. Sometimes I do have a meeting in his office. If you enter his office along his station here, close to that Maxi Shawarma at the up, if you see how things are, you understand that such kind of youths can train beyond what you think. Workshop and so many things, all this federal government training of there is a federal government training that he registered. He was promoting politicians to bring people to register the youth there. And even me, we sent a lot of people there. They registered it. They are waiting for the training. And the folder that his hub is a kind of registered and by the federal government. It's known. It's not this kind of roadside hub. So for such kind of things, such people, we are praying that government should identify them. Looking at those kind of young guys, identify them, trying to partner with them, ensure that yes, good things can come out of this. There is no any kind of ICT that you cannot do in that place. I'm telling you, there is nothing. A lot in that place. That A+ computer. See, it's a kind of in fact, if I enter there, I feel as if I'm a novice in everything in life. Because at Miami, what makes me happy is that I look at him as a young chap. I look at him as a plateau guy, as in trying to make life, trying to trust and the rest of it. And I must appreciate some of the politicians. They are trying to patronize him. He has inside there is printing press, like kind of printing a latest digital way of printing. You understand? So such people must be encouraged. Even if as plateau people, we must invest there to train youths. Even some of these youths that are struggling, you understand, give them hope there. You understand? So many are there. I'm not saying that only him. I know many of them, but I use him as an example because that is the only way we can alleviate poverty. In America, and I know that it's not good for me to compare with America. In America and other countries, they have a specific period of time. We want to make specific number of people to be millionaires within so year. Or 1 year, we make this set. Next year, we make this set. That is how economy can boost up. There is no any magic. You look at the tax that is binding us. Some of our business, if you look at the tax that they will bring for you, it's made in fact, it's also battling with the business you are doing.
You do business, so I think you have a fair knowledge of what you're saying.
Yeah, they brought federal revenue. Now, as a pharmacist, you pay federal revenue, you pay state government, you pay local government, you pay ITF, you pay is it NIA, whatever. You pay all this. You are paying all to one person,
and it is going down to the consumer of what you're selling.
God bless you,
because you have to recoup
so now
your money.
Very good. How much are you paying people? Okay, as these kind of places, we employ people. Like now, we have how many staff? We have 14 staff. So you have staff, no matter how peanut it is, but it's help because the minimum person collects maybe 28,000. The rest collect more than that. So now, and you are suffering with tax, how do you survive? Where would the masses even got the money to come and buy medication?
Electricity and all that.
You have not put that. You put 5,000 for 2 weeks.
The one thing I want you to talk about is this issue of back farms that you referenced. Do you think that this government has done enough to calm the tempers, to tell the youth that, look, the next set of young people going to back farms would have different conditions and communications would be smoother?
Yeah.
Because some of them said communication was a problem.
So they have narrated their challenges. That's what I earlier mentioned. They have narrated their challenges and government has taken precaution of all these challenges. And if you look at it from the beginning, they started some of the farming input were late. If you agree with me, they started like rainy season, like kind of late in terms of rice and the rest of it. You understand? So this is government. You must agree. If government says that, okay, don't worry, we'll take care of everything, we'll change everything. It is government that look at it because it has the interest of the youth and interest of the people of Plateau for them to be independent. And they brought this initiative. This back farm has been there. But this same government retrieved it back to the state government. I hope you will agree with me about that one. It wasn't a state government property again. But this same government tried to revive it back to the state. We must able to think how we can able to diversify economy in these states. What are the ways? This government is trying to make sure that markets are everywhere. To ensure that, yes, people are busy in some of their businesses, in some of the things that we are. Because we must think outside the box. When they are paying you salary, you are like a slave. You are like a slave because most of the ideas you will not even thinking again. All you need that you'll be counting this so that the money will end, you collect what you have. Maybe when you are doing business, you begin to think outside the box. When you have challenges to face up, to meet up with business, this thing, your head will begin to be hot and you'll be thinking, how will I do it? To meet up with challenges of the business environment. And there is no any magic in all those things. It's just for you to sit down and think. But the business environment is very, very stuffy. It's stuffy for the people. I quite understand that. If you open a business, begin to think how you can able to meet up with the challenges. Especially, let me talk of my state and talk of my own profession. You understand? You see, they will give you one heavy revenue payment. Now, for you to renew your papers to be intact as a company, you must spend no less than 400,000 to 500,000. Understand? How do you manage to get all those things? Apart from your association fees, apart from your renewal of so many things, and now to an extent, people bargain the price of medication. Unlike before that, this is the price. What brought this is because of this, the lack of kind of business and economic hardship. Look at fuel now. People I was sitting down, one taxi driver, that is a commercial driver, was telling me that he just put fuel of 10,000 to Bukuru. He came, he got 12,000. The fuel is finished, so he need to go and put another 10,000.
As he made 2,000.
2,000. And he has how many kids? 3 kids.
No, that 2,000 is just money for 1 liter.
God bless you. Apart from 1 liter.
And even gas, if his wife call him that.
God bless you. And gas now is 1.7.
Is 1 kg.
Yes, 1 kg.
2,000 is 1 kg.
So how can you survive? You understand? And one thing that I so much believe is that I'm not saying that government can overturn everything overnight.
Yeah.
But the truth is that there are certain basic amenities that people just need it. You look at this light, look at gas. Gas is supposed to not to be expensive in Nigeria.
It's to be very cheap.
We are supposed to be getting it a kind of free, because we have everything that it takes.
Yeah. Well, we've been having a chat with pharmacist Samuel Gang Shayad, and we're looking at, we're just having a reflection as Governor Mutfwang is set to attain 3 years in office tomorrow, 29th of May, 2026. You can join the conversation. We'd love to hear from you, 08121877777, or you call 09055666699. You'd have to turn down the volume of your radio before calling, or you turn it off completely, and then you tell us the name and where you're calling from.
You can send in your comments to us on social media, Facebook, JFM Live, X, JFM Just.
Yeah, well, let's take the first call. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Tell us your name and join the conversation, please.
Good evening.
Tell us your name and join the conversation.
Gilbert Joseph and Honorable Pharmacist. My brother, God bless you. You are doing well. You have done justice to the topic. Only somebody that don't want to say the truth. The governor has done very, very well. That's the truth of the matter. As you said, I can call it the governor is just 2 years in office because he battled through court issue for 1 year. And they have done very, very well. I am from Apata ward. My governor has done very, very well. Give us a very beautiful road from maternity to inside Apata. And I innovate our healthcare center there. There is solar light there. Everything. Whoa. I'm telling you. See the street light that he give us in Growth Apata area. In the night from 7:30 or 7 o'clock. First that you need to come to Apata is like Dubai. So our governor has done very, very well. Go to Utan. Go to Jenta, Adamu Mangoro, and to the Wadakabon Road. You understand? Anybody that is saying bad thing about the governor He's doing it for his own personal interest. But what I have to say,
Thank you. Yeah.
the governor needs sponsors. The governor needs our support so that he work more. Good evening, sponsors.
Thank you for calling the show. Good evening. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yes, thank you for calling. Tell us the name and join the conversation, please.
Yes, thank you very much. My name is Sadiq Umar. I'm calling from TNT Junction.
We're listening.
Yeah, I will first of all congratulate the Governor Barrister Caleb Mutfwang for reaching 3 years in office. You see, the governor has faced a lot of challenges at the beginning of his regime, whereby despite the challenges, he have done a lot where he started to work in most of the local government in Plateau, which every person in the Plateau is recommending the governor. But you see, when the governor reaching his the campaign to APC, unfortunately, most of the things that have been happening have stopped, and we don't know what happened. But we are calling on the governor to continue the good work that he has been doing so that we can get it right. We are talking about youth. You see, under this administration, we have not seen a massive employment for the youth, so that the governor have been employed and the governor have given opportunity. You see, apart from the back farm, which the youth have been complaining of, the governor have tried in that aspect. But we are calling on the governor, if a program have been,
Thank you.
are hoping the program should be successful so that people will record it as a track record. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you. Hello, good evening. Thank you for calling. Tell us the name and join the conversation, please.
Good evening, Mr. Ponsak and the guests.
Yes, tell us the name and join the conversation.
My name is Suleiman from Magama.
We're listening.
Mr. Ponsak, truly, I'm not a Platonian, but truly we need to appreciate the governor of Plateau State. He's doing extremely well. No matter how hitting, you know that he is right. In the time of insecurity challenge that they are facing in that state, truly he tried his best. No matter how hitting Mr. Caleb Manas, no matter how give him kudos, he do almost 80% of the job, all his promised that he promised Platonians. That's why truly he needs an automatic ticket. I'm not saying that anybody needs to come and I contest with any political party. They didn't need to come because whatever they need, Manasseh has already given to them. So please let them support him come 2027 to finish the good job he started for Platonian. And we pray in Almighty Allah continue to be with him, guide and protect him. Thank you so much, Mr. Ponsak.
Thank you. 08121877777 or you call 09055666699.
Hello, Mr. Ponsak.
Thank you for calling. Tell us the name and join the conversation, please.
Madam Queen is calling from Abattoir. Good morning, good evening, Gilbert and your guest in the city.
We're listening. Go ahead, ma.
Yes, our governor has done well. Seriously, he has done well. I remember the day I was, especially if you go inside Jos North, all the roads that were passed within the city center, like this Rampam Street, like that Kwararafa Street. Even the day I was just driving through that Kwararafa, I was surprised. So at least he has done something that we can point out to. And we want him to do more, especially in the area of employment. Because if you employ the people, when the people are busy, people will not have time to misbehave. So we want him to do more in the area of employment and the area of security, because he is the chief security of the state. So whatever that he's doing now, people are looking out for him. So he should do everything to get the attention of the federal government so that the insecurity Plateau State will come to an end. So I want to urge the Plateau people, because this is the time for election, and a lot of people will come with sweet mouth. They will come with promises, and it's not because they will not do anything because they promise the people that they will do. But this one that we have seen what he has started, let's give him another 4 years to stand again. Thank you.
Thank you. 08121877777 or you call 09055666699. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Hello. Thank you for calling. Okay. This isn't working. Let's try this to see if it's going to work.
Hello,
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for calling. Tell us the name and join the conversation, please.
This is Zakaria calling you all the way from California City.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, you see, in terms of our governor, he has done well, and we even though what he has done, we have seen his achievement. But all that I know in terms of what is eating us now is security. Even though the governor always speak our mind in terms of any challenge of security, and what we are talking now, we believe that his next tenure, because I know that we will still vote him, because this is the kind of governor we want on throne. Had it been we have such a governor like this to be in channel of Plateau State, I believe we have been more than this. And I know his next tenure, his achievement will be greater than this. And we want him to continue more than what he have done, especially on the channel of security. Let him speak more of our mind so that, we will be sleeping well within all our communities. Thank you.
Thank you. After this, Gilbert will take us through social media. Good evening. Thank you for calling. Tell us the name and join the conversation, please.
Yes, my name is Saint Benedict, coming from Ferengere. Good evening, Pastor.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your comments.
Yes, you see, the governor has actually done well, not only in the just north. He has actually done well in most of the local government areas of that system. But again, I still have one or two things to tell your guests to go and relate to the governor on the areas he needs to improve. First of all, the issue of water. I don't know if he has a commissioner for water resources in the state. In that the Plateau people have been crying, even since the time of Joshua Direct, you can imagine, so many years ago. And the same problem is still plaguing Nigerians and the Plateau people. And if we are having some certain health issues now, global health issue or continental health issue like Ebola and the rest of them, Plateau people need water to be able to keep sanitation. So, sir, please, if he goes back to the governor, tell him that please, the people of Plateau State need water. And some of the projects he has actually started that need to be completed before the election comes proper by next year. Please tell them the return lane, look about the Gentle Adamu and the rest of them. All those places need to be completed so that we'll be able to boost and say this is what the governor has started. Because if you look at all these achievements he has made, it was while he was still in the PDP. Since he defeated the APC, we are not seeing anything happening again. So if this particular like this you're having, or this all this praise you have been singing to him, please, if it is only going to be achieved under the PDP, let him be far to can see we're calling back to the PDP again so that all this work will continue. That's my take and my advice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ayodele Agbabiaka says the federal government should do the right thing and rescue those innocent kids from the hands of the wicked abductors. Guarandok roads is still waiting to be completed. Daniel Arin, not yet. I think the governor is trying, but his projects are now taking chameleon and snail motion. Julguak Sharif Anap, he was on track until he joined the APC. Yakubu Esther, I will say he has done well, like very well when he was in PDP, but I honestly can't say the same now. Suleiman Jibril says, in my opinion, the governor has achieved his campaign promises very well, and I think he deserves an automatic ticket come 2027 to complete the good work he has started. Said Ibrahim says, he has done his possible best, but it is not enough. What we need from him is security. Please, let's give peace a chance. Sule Godwin says, Governor Mutfang's administration is very good, and he has achieved all his campaign promises. Okay. Godon Onyovosa says, I would want him to do more concerning insecurity in the state. Charity Harley says, thank you, BCM, for the metro buses. We need more in the local government areas, my amiable governor. Congratulations, sir. Hapsin Manasseh, we cannot take away the fact that Governor Mutfang has tried in the areas of infrastructure, security sector, and also creating jobs to the unemployed. He deserves a second term to complete what he was not able to do in his first tenure. Nanli Moldam, since joining APC, now quiet, 6/10. Victor Barge, the governor has done his best, but it's not enough. Maybe he should be given a second chance to do more. Francis Adamu, He's not yet achieved as far as okay, I don't know the word you used there. Sorry. Danjuma Kusa, he has done his best, but we need more, most especially on security. So far, I will rate him 7/10. Nyam David, indeed the governor has done perfectly well. Road constructions everywhere. He needs our prayers to make Plateau a better place. Felkuka, go on. You say, for where? He should put more effort. Don Jimmy, for me, I think the governor was in PDP was performing very well. But since he joined them, I lack what to say. Following you guys from Abuja. Nankat Innocent, he still has the mandate of the masses, so he still hasn't met their expectations yet. Nosyango, sometimes I wish there can be a change, but it's obvious this 8 years arrangement is a must. Udiama Yakubu, what do you expect him to say about his boss? Okay, we had a problem of security before he came, and it's still a problem. I think he has failed. Sandy Mwanle, the governor, started well from the beginning, but as he joined APC, things changed. We have very good number of comments here, but our time is fast spent. Really.
Yeah, please, Pharmacist Sam, go ahead and give your response.
Tomorrow
is a D-Day. What will you tell Plateau people, especially as the Plateau people elected Governor Mutfang, obviously, in 2023, but as we're approaching the 3rd anniversary, what will be your final word, especially to the people?
Yeah, I must commend those that contributed through different social media handles, and it's quite better when somebody voice out. It's a kind of help us to know what we can able to do better, or things that we are doing it is hidden. Definitely we must able to voice it out that this is what we are doing. So we don't take such kind of comments as a kind of disrespect or anything. And we are quite happy that our dear governor, amiable governor, will be 3 years tomorrow in office, by God's grace. And I pray that the people of Plateau should continue to pray for him, that the remaining 1 year, and also still have the opportunity and the trust of people of Plateau for him to go back for his second tenure. I look at it that so many comments say that second time opportunity should be given to the governor, so that he can accomplish all the promises and all the good work that he's doing. So we appeal to the people of Plateau to remain calm and pray for His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. Pray for the chairmen of the local government, especially my own principal, Barrister J.K. Chris. Just not to pray that God will continue to sustain them to the affairs of the governance. It's not easy, but with God, they will continue to do it well and give the dividends of democracy to the people of Plateau State. All right. Thank you so much, and I wish everybody happy 3 years. And all the appointees of His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang, I wish them happy 3 years and also fruitful years ahead, that they are going to look onto the affairs of this government. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Pharmacist Samuel Yang Ishaya. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the wonderful analysis, and we wish you well. You're part of the government. Your final word, Gilbert?
Well, enjoy the holidays. Absolutely, they've come to an end.
I want to wish all the people of Jos North a happy Salah celebration. I just went to the deputy's house and ate a lot of meat and the rest of it. So I pray that people of Jos North and entire Plateau State continue to enjoy, because I saw different people there, Christian, Muslim, all were eating and enjoying. So Ponsak is not only you.
Yeah. For me, we should see how, because I believe that friendship is what will.
Yeah, it's very, very key.
Yeah. So how can we translate this friendship into larger society?
We must make it practical.
Yes, so that other people will see the beauty of our relationship and will envy that for themselves.
Sure.
This is the much we take. The news will come your way top of the hour 6 o'clock. Have a good evening. Bye now.
I found something inside my Nescafe Original 3-in-1 pack the other day. A unique code printed inside.
Yes, so every pack of Nescafe Original 3-in-1 now comes with a code inside in the Nescafe Next Level promo. Just text the code to *7022# and you could win 500,000 naira cash, business tools, and training. Up to 1 million naira in prizes to be won. Promo runs until June 30th, 2026. T's and C's apply. Nescafe. Make your world. It's the Talent on Cage. Season 5, Grand Finale.
Get ready, get ready.
This family-friendly celebration brings together the brightest young talents in music, art, and technology across secondary schools in Jos. Competing for cash and consolation prizes worth 500,000